welcome back to my channel. So my last two videos were very spiritually based, and this video is more just like advice from one to the other. Something that I've really worked through, and I mean it is part of my spiritual journey, and I'll bring it up here and there. But today's video is how to stop texting your ex, okay? And I should have done this before retrograde season popped off, because I know exes were coming back, old friends were coming back, people that, I mean, that's what retrograde's all about, especially with Mercury being in retrograde, is things coming back from the past and really testing you to see if you learned that lesson or not. My ex, I had one ex come back, but whatever, he don't mean nothing. But the big ex, my twin flame, he didn't come back in communication, but I've been peeping him, watching my Instagram stories and stuff, and we haven't talked. Now it's 7 months. This is the longest in the last 6 years we've not talked. So how did I do it? I'm gonna let you know. And my inspiration for this video was people that know me and know him and know like our journey. One of my good friends was like, sis, how? Like, how did you do that? Because it was so hard for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to share my secrets for success, and I hope it resonates with you guys. I hope it helps you guys. And this is for how I stopped communicating with my twin flame, and that is a very, very deep spiritual soul connection. So I feel like if I got through that, you can get through it too. So whether you're dealing with a twin flame, a karmic, just a regular person, or even if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and you're just trying to stop texting somebody, this is for them, okay? And I feel like I can share this story because if I can do it, you can do it. So my first step into how to stop texting your ex is really delete their number, delete them off social media, delete anybody that you met through them, or that, like, you know, if you watch their stories or you scroll one day, you have a likely chance of seeing that person. Just delete it. You have to choose you. The first start to this whole thing is you have to choose you, period. Okay, so when you choose you, you're gonna make decisions accordingly. You're gonna, I know it's hard, I know it, I don't want to take this person because then they're gonna fuck everybody. Okay, this is about you. You have to choose you. Delete him, her, whatever. Delete them, block them, take any of their friends off, or people that you may have come in contact with, or again, that you know you'll see that person. Take them off, because the last thing you want to do is be in your healing and be in a groove when you just feeling good, and you scroll one day, you just, and out. Don't do that to yourself. I did that, okay? And I'll share my experience. And got my feelings hurt, okay? I walked into my own ass whooping. I'm telling you guys from my experience. I fucked up in this journey of these steps I'm teaching y'all. I did it, but I fucked up. So I'm going to teach y'all my fuck up so you don't fuck up. So you can just advance a lot further than I did, okay? Continuation for step one. If you are really deeply, spiritually, emotionally connected to this person, change your number. I had to change my whole number. I let that person know. I sent them this lovely paragraph, and I said, look, like, I cannot, I love you, but I cannot, and I'm gonna change my number. I don't hate you, but I have to choose me, and I cannot do this no more. So I changed my number. I also, I got like new social media accounts, but again, it's how drastic you want to go. If you want to make all new social media accounts and only let like people close to you or people that are not in contact with that person, that's gonna just speed up the process. But again, it has to be to your pace. Okay? Now, a little bit of wine in the bathtub. I sent a text message to him, and fucked up a little bit. This was months of him not having my number. I was doing so good. I even ran into him multiple times, and we kind of had like a great night. It was just amazing how the whole story happened. And when it was, you know, my time to leave, he's like, he's gonna be like, oh, I'll call you tomorrow, I'll text you. And he's like, and he stopped, and I stayed strong to myself, and I didn't give him my number. And then I fucked up. So don't fuck up. If you change your number, don't fuck up and drink wine in the bathtub and listen to In Your Feelings music and send your number to him. Don't do that. Don't be me, okay? I'm helping you to don't be me. Do what I tell you to do. Don't do as I do. Okay. But, okay, so again, step one, you have to choose you. And choosing you, you have to make changes. You have to kind of do a detox. Get rid of anything in your house that reminds them of you. Get rid of any social media contacts. Get rid of their friends. Delete their number. I deleted his number, but the last text message he ever sent me, I still have on my phone. So I'm in tricky waters here, because if I was to delete that thread, I would not know his number. So I'm in tricky waters. Why I'm holding on to it, I don't know. All right, I've been holding strong for 7 months. Don't do that. If you do not have good willpower, delete the number, delete any threads, delete any evidence. Do not write it down and hide it somewhere. Like, delete it. If you know the number by heart, shit, you in treacherous waters as well. But I ain't got no advice for that. You just gotta be mentally strong, and I'm with you on that one. Okay, so now you deleted their numbers, you have no social media contact with them, you don't have to worry about seeing them anymore. Okay, cool, you're choosing you choose to make this difference. Now, what do I do now? Step two, you're gonna miss them. You're gonna think about them. It's been 7 months. I still think about him every day. I still miss him every day. Now, some days are better than others. Some days I'll go days or maybe even like a week or two without even talking about him, or without even really like, I'll think about him, oh, I miss him, and then I'll continue on. But like, there's days where I'm just sulking in that, and there are days where I'm like, I'm gonna write him and da 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 da. Now, this is very important, probably the most important step in your growth and in your progress of letting that person go. Get you a journal. Get a journal, or if you're not one to write, get your phone, make a new note, and write down everything. If you ever get in the I'm gonna text him or her, write down exactly what you want to say. I have notepads where you can just swipe and it just scrolls of just different, and I break them down to like different times of stuff. I wrote in a journal and I write pages of things of just sometimes it's just like, oh, today was hard, I missed them. Like today it's more like a Dear Diary kind of entry. Sometimes it's actually like I'm writing it to that person, because it's important for you to let it out. Because if you hold that in, obviously it's not good. If you tell it to that person, it's not good. So, but you need to let it out. So I felt like that medium was the best way for me to like let it out. Say what you gotta say, let it out, feel why you feel like that, and process it like that. It's gonna help. I promise you, it's gonna be very therapeutic. You're gonna feel good, and that's gonna happen. Now, there's been times when I wrote it, I'm like, oh, that's fucking good. He gotta hear this shit, okay? Skirt! This is what we do now. This is what I did now. Because there's been times when I wrote poems, I wrote paragraphs, I wrote just how I'm feeling, or like could be even little thoughts. I'm like, oh my God, I need to let this out. He needs to hear this. What I forced myself to do was, with that information, I then, let's say I wrote him this letter, okay? Let's say you write a letter to your person. Force yourself, this is what I did, and it helps, to then write, if I say this, if I send it, if I call him, whatever it is that you want to do, if I do that, what are the possible outcomes? Write them, be real. If I say that, he's either gonna leave me on red, they're either gonna respond, we're gonna start this cycle again, he's gonna, or she's gonna do this, or what are the possible outcomes? Because I guarantee you, while you're writing, or when you finish writing, you're gonna be like, I ain't even gonna say that shit, because you're gonna realize it is not worth it. But you doing all that is all that energy that you want to put out and tell that person something, you writing it and then writing down all, you are using that energy and still getting it out of you. You're detoxing, which is what this whole process is. You're still purging and you're detoxing, and you're putting it in this notebook or on your phone, and you're letting it go. By you writing down, okay, if I say this like these are the outcomes, you're gonna be more mindful, you're gonna know your triggers, and you're gonna be more gain emotional intelligence to things you should say or you should do, or what you shouldn't say or things you shouldn't do. And it's going to be a very good practice for you. Okay, I promise you. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but what's a lot of work is giving a lot of energy into somebody and just getting heartbroken time after time after time again. You can write it on your phone. It's not hard if you're in bed and you just feeling some kind of way, girl. Get your clinks on, okay? If you want to sit down somewhere and write it out, write it out. I love taking myself to different coffee shops, or I'll go sit at the bar in a bar, and I'll have my journal with me, and I'll just put my little headphones on, or I'll just be in the moment and I'll write and write and write. And I am 7 months, I feel like I'm like doing like I'm a 7 months sober. I'm 7 months detoxed from it, and that is huge. I almost reached out, and I was like, no ma'am. And I know Mercury retrograde is this is the time to reach out to your ex, because you're in nostalgia and you're getting thrown back. And then the fact that I've seen him see me, like I know you see me, see me. So I'm like, you want to talk to me, boy? But I can't even do it. So here I go. I'm writing. Okay, what do I, if I said, oh, okay, I want to talk to what I want to say. Okay, well, what's gonna happen? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And if it is worth it, is it a good time? And you got to think about you choosing you. If you say that, are you choosing you? You're not. So go through those steps, and I hope it helps. I hope this helps. I really do. Now, along with my 7-month journey, again, I've also had my spiritual journey, which I'll put down below. This man who I'm detoxing from is my twin flame, which makes it that much harder. And so again, if I can get through this in the physical 3D world and detox from him, you can detox from whoever you're trying to detox from. I'll put my twin flame video and my spiritual video if you want to like know a little bit more background about why I'm a little credible to talk about this. Also, you're gonna have to do things and promote your self-love, and I think that's been my twin flame journey, and just my journey overall, especially in this last year, especially in detoxing from this person, is from that broken place. I have found so much self-love. I have built myself up with so much self-love that you cannot help but make better decisions, make better choices, be more mindful, be able to read energies better, be able to call red flags sooner, be able to not let nobody half love you, to not let nobody half-ass give you attention, to not have to question people's intentions because you're just gonna know. So a lot of self-love goes in this process. I think this exercise that I gave you guys should really help you and give you a strong foundation of just letting that person go. Do not write them. I promise you, whatever it is you gotta say, it's gonna be hard. And honestly, if a journal doesn't work, I know when I first started, whenever I wrote something, I would send it to my best friend. She probably sick of me. I've been dealing with this dude for 6 years now. Like, she sick of us. She really is. But you know, your best friend's gonna be there for you regardless. So even if she, don't even ask her if she read it. If you just need to like actually send it to somebody, send it to somebody that you can confide in, and that you could, if you just want to let that out. But for me, writing it in a notebook just seems to work. So again, choose yourself, detox from that person, let them go on social media. I know that's a big trigger in this day. I was doing so well one day, and I follow one of his friends, and I'm watching his snaps, and so I'm telling Priscilla, or his little Instagram stories, Priscilla, click, like my intuition like, Priscilla, click off, like, bitch, you in the danger zone, like, burn, and I'm just like, oh, I'm good, I'm chilling. And literally right when I was like, I should click off, the next snap, I saw him and swiped up. And the smart, conscious part of me was like, you dumbass little girl. And I'm just sitting there just, look at you just sad. I was just sad, and there wasn't shit I could do because I knew what to do. So that's why when I'm saying like take people off that you might see that your person with them, do that. Just detox yourself in the best way, and it's going to overall again just impact all areas of your life where you're going to consciously make better decisions and make better relationships with people. So that is how I did it. That is how I'm 7 months sober from my, is that the word, sober? It's kind of an addiction, I guess, so that's how I am 7 months strong. Okay, we'll say that. That's how I'm 7 months strong of not texting my ex. I hope this helped. If you want to share your stories down below, please, I would love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Instagram at Chrissy.Hendricks. I would love to hear from you as well. If this helped, if you're doing it, if you need more like clarification and advice, hit me up and I'll help. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.